Hello,
USA.
everybody, and welcome to Brooks Knows Baseball. This
USA.
is going to be our third video recording of the day, but it's about the WBC. The game just ended a few minutes ago, and we got some good news for everybody. I guess bad news if you're an Englishman, but good news if you're an American man, which I guess most of our audience probably is. What we're going to do, just USA started today, which is obviously something that myself and John care about because we live in the greatest country in the world, United States.
Hey, I was born in Washington, D.C., man.
Yeah.
The most important city in the world.
Yeah. See, we got people from the Northeast like John. You got people from the South like me. So, we cover this world, cover all over the country. But without further ado, let me give you guys a quick breakdown. These are going to be little specials for the WBC. But look in here, just today's games, we got Czech Republic and Korea played. Korea beat the living you-know-what out of the Czech Republic, which the Czech Republic...
Oh, you mean the game I got on TV's tape delay? It's not really...
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's top 8. Well, they're beating...
okay.
Yeah, sorry. But Czech Republic is full of, librarians and history teachers and such. And a pitcher that through CCC, he struck out Ohtani throwing 79. The almighty Ohtani. Oh.
Hey.
And then... Great. Cuba and Chinese Taipei are top 4. Cuba's probably going to rule them today. They're up 6-0 on them. Cuba has to win out to have any chance. It's going to be...
I'm shocked, but they don't get all their guys back, do they? I mean, like CNL Perez, one of the best relief pitchers in baseball last year, didn't go from Baltimore. Yeah. And he's really good. I mean, but anyway. But, hey, you could say that about America because our best pitchers did not go.
No.
I mean, what if you had a staff?
We'll get into it. I know. We'll get into it. I mentioned it in my video earlier. You should watch it. It's nice. Czech Republic also played Japan, I guess, earlier today. The time changed a little weird because it says they're playing right now, but they already played Japan today. Japan beat them 10-2. Netherlands.
Did you hear about that, though? They said, I guess it was a tweet by Ohtani after that. He just said, much respect to that team. That's pretty cool. So,
the guy who, because they got history teachers and the scientists on the team. Who thought, Jan-Mary Jager is probably the coach. But then the Netherlands lost to China Taipei at 9-5. Nicaragua against Puerto Rico.
The Netherlands lost to them.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of good players, man.
They do, and they gave up 9 runs. Huang is the winner for the Chinese Taipei pitching. Then we'll go to Nicaragua versus Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico won that game in pretty,
easy fashion.
Yeah.
What was the score? 9-1.
Yeah, Colombia beat Mexico. That's the
shock. Mexico's playing USA tomorrow. That's going to be the must win. But it ain't going to win.
Baby. They ain't going to win. No. America shouldn't lose a game in the pool play.
They shouldn't lose any time. We're the greatest country in the world.
Shocker of the night,
best
though.
Players.
Venezuela beating the Dominican.
I heard.
But Pete, you can't sleep on Venezuela.
No, they're an all-star team, man. They're just like there's other Dominicans and stuff. There's tons of Venezuelan-born players. They're great players.
Well, taking a look at Venezuela, we've got Altuve, stud, super Hall of Famer.
Anthony Santander.
Acuna Jr., Luis Arez, Salvi Perez, Gleyber Torres, Andres Gimenez, Anthony Santander, Eugenio Suarez.
Santander, thank you.
Did I say Santander?
You said Santander.
Yeah. Tomato.
Try to know your guys, especially one that played in Norfolk.
Every one of those guys are starting MLB guys as well, and they're good. Like Gimenez, I think I'm a huge Gimenez fan, and he's
they're good. There's, heck,
they're pitching bad either.
I mean, and look, who's their catcher?
Salvi.
Oh yeah, well, because Kabert on the Nationals just signed that big extension. He's going to be the catcher of the future. He just signed a huge contract. Stay with the Nationals.
Perez is their front pitcher. Stud.
He's underrated. He is underrated.
Yeah. Kayada, the guy you couldn't pronounce, he pitched tonight.
Who?
Kayada, the pitcher. Kayada. Remember we did a video about him yesterday. You couldn't pronounce his name.
Oh yeah. The dude from was he Houston?
I think he.
No. Angels.
That's right. Angels. Yep. Jose Kayada. Yeah. He's there. So Venezuela, don't sleep on them. Everyone said Dominican's going to roll. Well, they couldn't win that night. And it wasn't a close game. It was not.
When you get to the final 4 teams, 4 or 5, they're all pretty good, so anything could happen.
Well,
And you
Dominican
got
had six, but Gary Sanchez surprisingly didn't get a hit because Gary Sanchez does what Gary
such a
Sanchez
good
does.
average hitter. Did he
No,
strike out in it?
then they pinched hit Robinson Cano. I think he's your age. Then we got Machado, who didn't get a hit tonight. Juan Soto.
Dude, I'm old enough to be Robinson's dad.
Robinson Cano?
Uh-huh. In like 40, 41?
I mean, you'd have to have a kid at like 14.
No.
I don't know.
If he's 40, I would have been 19. But anyway.
Tomato, potato. Then we got Wander Franco. He got one hit. Devers didn't get anything. Teoscar Hernandez didn't get anything. Machado didn't get anything. Julio Rodriguez went 1 for 4. Mejia didn't get anything. And then if you look at their pitching, let's be quick on the Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara.
Is it Alcantara?
Pitched just over 3 innings and gave up 3 runs, 3 walks, which is big. I think it's big. 3 walks and just over 3 innings. Not a good start for Dominican. So we'll see if they can rebound. But everyone's saying they're going to roll. Well, if they can't beat Venezuela, they ain't going to beat America because I think America's the best tour. But moving on to the United States of America, superstars all over the field did what you'd expect them to do. Kyle Schwarber crushed the ball. I didn't think. I mean, it didn't even look like a strong swing. There you go. Good background. I don't think
you like my background.
I don't think we can show those highlights there. This video getting taken down.
Well,
but
I'm just sitting here.
Yeah. So Nolan Arenado showed he's an incredible ball player tonight. Went 3 for 5. Just looked good. Brought energy. I thought he brought super duper energy. He beat out a good. I believe it was an infield single or something, but he hustled his ass off and made it to first base. He fell. I'm sure the Cardinals were like gritting their teeth, but he brought the energy tonight. Wonder Boy Mike Trout was, I think, 0 for 4.
Okay. Not everybody gets to hit every day. He'll be there.
Yeah.
Trey Turner. How about that? He had a decent game. And, it surprised me that Bobby Witt's there. He's not going to play. I'm sitting there looking.
Because you know who the secondary shortstop is?
It's got to be him, probably.
Tim Anderson.
Ooh, Tim should be in the lineup.
Over Trey Turner?
You got to get him somewhere. He's a bat, man.
What shocked me that Schwarber was in at DH over Pete Alonso. That shocked me.
Yeah, because Alonso at least bats 260.
Mark DeRose is a goofy, plays around all the time.
Schwarber, I don't like players that hit home runs. I mean, I like them to hit home runs, but when they can't hit anything else. I mean, I don't, that's Gallo-like, I mean, I don't like players like that.
Let's go quickly run through the box score for the United States. So, Pookie Betts he was 1 for 5.
Pookie Betts?
Mookie Betts.
Mookie.
I know it's Mookie.
Okay, I thought you said.
I didn't like him when he was in the Red Sox, so I used to call him Poopy Betts.
Well, I can understand that, but he's a good ball player.
I do like Mookie Betts.
Is he good enough to be a Hall of Famer, though?
MVP.
Hey,
maybe.
You'll read my article here next day.
We can talk about it later. WBC. Stay focused. Stay your focus here.
Okay.
But I can root for these guys now. Before I would never root for Mookie Betts, but I'm rooting for him tonight. I think it's really cool to see him out there. They kept showing him a lot. And he's
Is there any Yankees on the team?
Yankees? I don't think so. So we had Mookie Betts. He was 1 for 5, left 2. When you see how many missed opportunities Team USA had, this game should have been run.
They had a lot of them that missed opportunities.
How many guys? How many guys think they left on base?
I'd say about 10 or 12. I can't count much higher than that.
20. They left 20 guys on base tonight.
I've never heard of that before.
I've never in my life heard of 20. That's how many missed opportunities they had tonight. But it's
Can you see what's happening behind me? Because they're yelling and I can't see.
I'm
just kidding.
But yeah, so that just shows you how many missed opportunities. Trey Turner had 5 guys left on base. McNeil had 5 guys left on base as well.
McNeil didn't get a hit, did he?
How many offers do you think he had last year?
Not many.
Yeah. And how's it when your batting champion's batting 9th? How cool is that?
Yeah, I know.
JT Realmuto had some good base running. He did good I thought he did great. He called a great game at catcher.
He's a great player.
3. Kyle Tucker was 1 for 4. Trey Turner got
him driving one.
Trout and McNeil, arguably the best hitters on the team, were the only ones who didn't get a hit tonight.
I have to be honest here. I missed some of the game because I was watching the Nationals and the Mets.
Yeah.
But but then I kept switching back and forth. But and then when the game ended early, then I watched the rest of the game.
We'll go to Adam Wainwright again, who I don't think pitched good. He got results. He gave up four innings. He gave up 1 earned run, 5 hits.
Home run.
First matter of the game. Yeah. I saw that. I was like, gosh.
He put runners on every base, every inning, didn't he?
He gave up 5 hits and a walk in 4 innings, so his whip is not good for today. Then we got Adam coming after him, 1 inning, nothing. Kyle Freeland came in 3 innings. And then Bednar closed it out, getting 3 strikeouts.
You mean Bednar, the old Yenzer? Yeah. For our Pittsburgh followers.
So the pitching stats for the day is 9 innings pitched, 8 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, and 1 home run given up. Solid day on the pitching side, I believe. If you take Trace Thompson out, then they would have nothing because he did everything for them. He's a solid ball player, but going to team comparison again, America had 9 hits to their 8. Each had 1 home run. America had 15 total bases to their 14. We had a stolen base by Mike Trout. Left on base, obviously, we're crazy on that. And then they had 2 errors in the field. Time of play was 2 hours, 54 minutes, which is a pretty quick game. With no pitch clock. I think less than 3 hours. 40,000 people there. Last time Arizona had that was probably 2001 World Series. No, it was a good game. So it was exciting to see. Tomorrow's going to be against Mexico. Definitely a much tougher.
Do they have the announced starter yet? I'm sure they did. Or do you know?
It's a late game tomorrow. I think it starts at 10 o'clock Eastern.
10 o'clock East Coast time, I think.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Let's see. So tomorrow we're going to have Mexico's going to be Sandoval versus Nick Martinez, right?
What, Sandoval from the Angels?
Yeah.
He's an American, but he's playing there. Okay, go ahead.
And then Martinez for America.
That's weak. I'm sorry. I mean, I want America to win, but they got to do. I mean, come on.
Nick Martinez, the guy. Well, he didn't have a bad regular season last year. He's not really a starter, but
I know.
They're
not asking him to go the whole way, but their pitching staff's a weakness to that team.
3.4 ERA last year. It's not so bad. But it's Sandoval versus Martinez. It's going to be on FS1 tomorrow. Make sure to check it out. 10 o'clock Eastern time. It's going to again be at Chase Field. Mexico did lose their first game. Looking at Mexico quickly, Rowdy Tellez is going to be there. For Alex Verdugo, who your favorite player, Rosarena is going to be there, who I think is really great. Rosarena.
You know why he's playing there? He's a Cuban.
Did he defect there or something?
He went there once. I guess he escaped, to put it nicely.
What did I just say?
What'd you say?
When he defected, did he go there?
Oh, I thought you said when he played there. Okay.
No.
You don't speak clearly. Maybe it's my age. I can't hear good. You have to bear.
Oh man, dadgum.
But yeah. So he established residency there, I believe. But anyway.
But again, we'll take a look real quick. The games tomorrow. Get out of here. These are gonna be short, quick videos. So no more than 15 minutes, which means I got a minute and a half. So we will hurry this out and we'll get a quick sign off here. So tomorrow, Sunday. So Japan versus Australia, 6 a.m. Eastern. Japan's probably going to win that game, I'm assuming. The Netherlands versus Italy should be the Netherlands there. Nicaragua versus Israel. Kremer is pitching for Israel. So Kremer would have been better. Kremer would have been better than the pitcher that's pitching tomorrow for America.
Darn right. I like Dean Kremer.
And then we got Great Britain versus Canada with Cal Quantrill pitching for Canada, which is going to be good.
Canada should have some decent people.
And then Venezuela versus Puerto Rico. Got Lopez pitching for them. Puerto Rico's not announced. And then Mexico and the United States as well, like we just talked about. But with that being said, we'll try to do one of these. We'll try to get it going. It's going to be tough with everything going. But we had good feedback from the first one. But we got 30 seconds here. But
I just want to say, I got to go in my closet upstairs because I got a Team USA hat. Woohoo!
I think the viewerships are not surprised to find out you're getting the closet.
So. I think you have one here, but you're in Texas.
Well, let's give a sign off real quick. Go Team USA. It's a good night. It's a late night for us here, but it's always good to have a celebration of the United States win. And again, I want to say one thing before I sign off here. They couldn't beat us in soccer. They can't beat us in baseball. England, and it can't beat us in any wars apparently either. So that's it for Brooks Knows Baseball
God bless
WBC
America.
special number 2. Have a good night.
That's all for now, folks. See you next time on Brooks Knows Baseball.
Good night.
Good night, John Boy.